narcissistic traits during periods of detachment. However, before we plunge into the intricacies, let's take a moment to grasp the essence of no contact. It's crucial to acknowledge that adopting a strategy of no contact isn't universally viable, and that's perfectly acceptable. Each of us navigates distinct circumstances, and the paramount concern is prioritizing your personal well-being in a manner that resonates with you. Therefore, if you find yourself unable or unwilling to embrace no contact at this juncture, that's entirely understandable, and your choice is respected. Embarking on the path of no contact amid your journey to heal is a bold stride toward reclaiming your autonomy and reviving your sense of self-esteem. Today, we delve into 7 typical behaviors exhibited by narcissists when confronted with the boundary of no contact. Regardless of whether you've already initiated no contact or are contemplating it, this video holds a treasure trove of insights to guide you through this arduous yet transformative process. Are you prepared to delve into it? Let's commence. And remember to interact with us by liking, sharing, and commenting below. Your engagement fuels the growth of our community and aids others on their quest for healing. Severing ties with a narcissist is no walk in the park. It can evoke feelings of guilt, shame, and a false sense of responsibility. It's perplexing, particularly if you're entangled due to addiction or past traumas. Adopting no contact can resemble undergoing withdrawal, akin to quitting smoking or abstaining from drugs. Your brain's chemistry can play tricks on you, manifesting physical symptoms and inducing distress. I've been through it, so I understand. Navigating this terrain is challenging, yet adhering to no contact is pivotal to extricating oneself from the chaos. Just as an alcoholic must steer clear of alcohol or a drug addict must shun their substance, you must distance yourself from the narcissist. Failing to address your emotions and undergo proper healing may lead you back into the same toxic loop. Opting for no contact is akin to erecting a shield to safeguard yourself. You come to the realization that the narcissist is unlikely to change, hence the imperative to prioritize your well-being. However, lacking a robust support network and a commitment to self-recovery might predispose you to falling back into their snare. Therefore, refrain from merely suppressing your emotions concerning the toxic relationship. Surround yourself with empathetic individuals who comprehend your plight and focus on finding resolutions. Ensure that you actively engage in your healing journey. Thus, you're not merely enduring, you're thriving. Upon implementing no contact, the narcissist's initial move entails rallying their allies. They'll craft a narrative where you're cast as the antagonist and they as the victim. They'll distort facts, embellish, and omit anything incongruent with their version of events. Yet, do not allow their tactics to perturb you. Their words hold no sway over your self-perception. Subsequently, they'll flaunt a new companion in your presence. It serves to inflict pain and provoke jealousy. Their aim is to validate that you were the issue, not them. However, bear in mind, it's all part of their convoluted game. Stay resolute and remain unaffected. Hence, wholeheartedly commit to no contact. Block them across all platforms, steer clear of places where you might encounter them, and implore mutual acquaintances to refrain from divulging details about their life. It's not about pettiness. It's about safeguarding yourself and dedicating focus to your healing journey. When you've managed to maintain a period of no contact with a narcissist, brace yourself for what might come next. The hovering attempt. It's a familiar pattern for those who've experienced the manipulative ways of narcissistic individuals. Despite the passage of time, they may resurface in your life, hoping to reignite a connection. This persistence, however, is often fueled by laziness rather than genuine effort to forge new relationships. Instead of seeking fresh companionship, they resort to reaching out to former partners, almost as if they keep a mental Rolodex of exes for such occasions. If you successfully have held the no-contact rule for an extended period, be prepared for their attempts to re-enter your life. Typically, this occurs when their current source of attention begins to wane, prompting them to seek solace in familiar territory. Their initial reconnection efforts may be subtle, perhaps starting with a simple text, banking on your eagerness to respond. If you've merely suppressed your emotions without actively engaging in self-healing, you might find yourself susceptible to their tactics. However, if you've taken proactive measures to cut off communication channels, their attempts to reach you directly will likely be thwarted. They might resort to indirect methods through mutual acquaintances, employing tactics of remorse or professing their undying love. In such instances, it's crucial to establish firm boundaries with these shared contacts. relying on supportive allies to stave off any potential rekindling of ties. Remember, your life has no space for their toxicity, no prospect of reconciliation, and certainly no place for a toxic friendship. Stand firm in your resolve and maintain the no-contact rule for the sake of your peace of mind. If you found yourself entangled in such a scenario, we invite you to share your experiences and advice in the comments section below. Conversely, if you're grappling with similar challenges, don't hesitate to seek guidance. Should the narcissist manage to breach your no-contact barrier and successfully engage in hoovering, brace yourself for what follows: love bombing. This insidious tactic marks the resurgence of the toxic cycle, luring victims back into the web of manipulation. It's an enticing yet perilous phase, particularly for those who've endured a period of separation. Individuals often become ensnared in this cycle due to their failure to embark on the journey of profound healing necessary for liberation. During the love bombing phase, the narcissist adeptly assumes the role of the perfect partner, reminiscent of the initial stages of the relationship. They'll shower you with affection, uttering all the right words and orchestrating grand gestures, seemingly fulfilling your deepest desires. It's a seductive illusion, especially if you've yearned for their validation and attention. However, this facade is fleeting. Soon enough, their true colors will resurface, plunging you back into the abyss of abuse. Succumbing to their charms without addressing underlying wounds only perpetuates the cycle, leading to further anguish and despair. Before succumbing to their persuasive rhetoric and feigned transformation, reflect on the inevitable pain awaiting you on the horizon. Should the narcissist's attempts at hoovering and love bombing prove futile, they'll patiently await an opportune moment to exploit your vulnerabilities. Their uncanny ability to discern moments of weakness is unsettling, underscoring the importance of embarking on a journey of profound healing and recovery. Even in the absence of direct contact, remnants of trauma bonds may linger, necessitating intensive intervention to sever ties completely. Should their initial tactics fail, narcissists bide their time, patiently awaiting moments of vulnerability, whether it be wavering commitment to no contact, grappling with withdrawal from love addiction, or navigating personal crisis. It's imperative to remain vigilant and steadfast in your resolve, guarding against their insidious advances, and prioritizing your well-being above all else. Just because the narcissist has been silent for a while doesn't mean they've thrown in the towel. Quite the contrary, they might be lying in wait for the opportune moment to catch you off guard, particularly amidst personal turmoil. In their twisted narrative, they may attempt to portray themselves as the savior, swooping in to remedy your woes. However, their interventions often exacerbate the situation, leaving a trail of further chaos in their wake. Predictably, they exploit vulnerabilities with precision, seeking to destabilize your sense of self. If their direct manipulation tactics fail, they pivot to more insidious methods, such as orchestrating a smear campaign. Unlike their initial ploy of garnering sympathy by casting themselves as the victim, a smear campaign is a calculated assault on your character. Unable to exert control over you as you focus on healing and self-care, they resort to spreading falsehoods and malice to tarnish your reputation. Enduring such vicious attacks can be excruciating, particularly in the early stages of your recovery journey. However, with steadfast commitment to genuine healing and the unwavering support of a robust network, you can fortify yourself against their onslaught. When the narcissist's direct manipulation tactics falter, they endeavor to manipulate others' perceptions of you. Distorting reality, they aim to sway how people perceive, think, and feel about you across various domains, including family, work, and relationships. Our objective must be to transcend their machinations, remaining steadfast and unperturbed by their attempts to undermine us. It's disheartening to acknowledge that some individuals project their own insecurities onto others to assuage their own shortcomings. Yet, this is the game they play. While confronting such behavior may seem daunting, awareness and preparedness empower us to stand firm and resilient against their machinations. As we draw this discussion to a close, it's imperative to acknowledge the potential for retaliatory actions from the narcissist. Whether through smear campaigns or exploiting any leverage they possess, narcissists may seek retribution if they perceive their control slipping. Proactively disempowering them and safeguarding ourselves and those within our sphere from their vindictive reprisals is paramount. Remember, prioritizing your well-being isn't melodramatic. It's an essential facet of self-care. Taking preemptive steps to shield yourself is not only prudent but necessary. As we wrap up, I trust you found this discourse enlightening. If so, please express your support by liking this content and sharing your insights in the comments below. Your input is invaluable to us. I eagerly anticipate our